According to the information reaching us here, GODSWIL Akpabio, who happens to be the Zoo Senate President, have made different acquaintances to the government of USB Deputy Prime Minister Dr. Ngozi Chukwuorabeze. And according to them, they say in secret they are dating. In secret, allegedly. And when Ngozi Chukwuorabeze decided to say, enough is enough, I'm not going to continue with this rubbish, then Akpabio turned against her the same way he turned against the Senate. What do they call herself? Natasha Akpoti-Odoahan. So Akpabio now is writing a petition against Ngozi Chukwuorabeze to the government of USA, telling them that the killers of Igbo, or rather the killers of Christians in the Southeast, are not Boko Harams, are not bandits, but Ngozi Chukwuorabeze and the government of Simon Ekpa, including that of Nnamdi Kanu. Let me not waste much of your time. I would like you to see this clip and then we'll come back for more discussion. Don't be surprised about the headline of this video because it's going to be marvelous. Oya, let us go there. Like, share, comment, and make sure you keep subscribing.
I saw Senator Akpabio trying to say, oh, he's going to come to America to tell America he's going to appoint people to come to America to tell them that the killing in Nigeria is not about religion, killing about Christians. What lie? This is the kind of fools you have that are making the world a very dangerous place. This Senator Akpabio is this murderer, this man that kills, that supports the policy that kill Christians in Nigeria, say he's going to come to America to talk to American legislators that the killing in Nigeria is not about religion, that these terrorists are killing everyone. No, that is a lie. Senator Akpabio is the one that initiated the policy to reintegrate ISIS, Boko Haram, ISWAP into Nigeria. Give them back.
Hey, my people, it has finally happened. Oh, it has finally happened. Our DPM, our Deputy Prime Minister, has finally come out to blast Akpabio, to counter this motion that Akpabio said that he's going to US to go and tell them that the killing of Christians in Biafra land is not sponsored by any terrorists. It's sponsored by Mazen Nnamdi Kanu and his groups. Our DPM has finally come out to tell the world what is going on. Anyway, she said a lot of things in this video that you want to listen. A lot of things concerning Biafra, concerning the current case that is going on about Simon Ekpa and Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. So I would want you to watch this video. If you have not shared our video before, please do well to share the video to Saya everywhere so that the world will know what is going on in Biafra land. Will know about the persecution Biafrans are going through in the hands of Nigerian government. Please do well to also follow us and drop your comment.
I saw Senator Akpabio trying to say, oh, he's going to come to America to tell America he's going to appoint people to come to America to tell them that the killing in Nigeria is not about religion, killing about Christians. What lie? This is the kind of fools you have that are making the world a very dangerous place. This Senator Akpabio is this murderer, this man that kills, that supports the policy that kill Christians in Nigeria, say he's going to come to America to talk to American legislators that the killing in Nigeria is not about religion, that these terrorists are killing everyone. No, that is a lie. Senator Akpabio is the one that initiated the policy to reintegrate ISIS, Boko Haram, ISWAP into Nigeria. Give them bank accounts, give them NIN numbers, give them BIB numbers or BVN numbers to open accounts to kidnap thousands of Christians, thousands of undergraduates. Kidnap them into the bushes where they demand ransom that run into thousands before they release those indigenous Nigerian citizens. America do not ever allow somebody like Senator Akpabio cross the boundary of America. And I promise you, Biafrans will be waiting for him to step into the United States to bring that lie into America. We are waiting for you, Akpabio. Get ready with your people and come. You cannot carry such danger that you manufactured inside that zoo called Nigeria. You cannot carry it across Nigeria. Akpabio is part of those people that approved the policy to reintegrate non-terrorists into Nigeria. What is he talking about? Such a liar. Yes, the killing of Christians in Nigeria is engineered by the policy of Akpabio, who is the current sitting senator in the delegitimized Nigerian state. He is part of the whole process. He supported the reintegration of non-terrorists into Nigeria. These non-terrorists are the ones killing indigenous Nigerian Christians. They are the ones killing indigenous Nigerian Muslims. It is this senator, Akpabio. He is the main evil in that entity called Nigeria. So when they come out on, anyway, I don't even know who is believing their lies anymore, because they lie. This type of lies that Senator Akpabio, the Nigerian Senator Akpabio, is lying to the public. But I know that while he was saying those words, he knew that he looked so stupid on air, because no genuine Nigerian, no genuine Biafran believes him. Even no international leader would allow anyone from Nigerian government to come into their office or do any business with them. Nigeria must be designated as a country of special interest with all the sanctions that comes with that. That must happen. If that does not happen, they will continue to kill Christians in Nigeria by the second, by the minute. It does not affect Akpabio. As long as he continues to sell Nigerian crude oil to his allies and collect the money and buy houses in Europe and America, in Dubai, all over, it does not affect them. It is the people that are suffering. So Akpabio, shame on you to lie to the world that the killing, the mass murder of Christians in the Nigerian state is not caused by your policy. Yes, it's caused by your policy to reintegrate non-terrorists into Nigeria. But thank God the United States of Biafra has been declared as a sovereign nation, and we do not want any part of that in our new nation. They can continue to deceive their lives in that enclave called Nigeria. I want to use this opportunity. Like I've said, we welcome the march being organized by Showore for our leader, Nnamdi Kanu. And all of us heard when Showore has said the response he tried to get from the delegitimized Southeast governors and South governors was very abysmal. That means they don't want to be part of that. Because the Southeast, the delegitimized Southeast governors forcefully, currently occupying Biafra land are part of the reason why Nnamdi Kanu is dying. They want Nnamdi Kanu dead. All of them. Forget it. Let's see how they are going to do the march. Let us see how their response is going to be. That shows the world that the delegitimized Southeast and South governors forcefully currently occupying Biafra land, they must leave Biafra land. I promise you, they will leave. We will make them leave. They and their politicians that support the Nigerian state. The United States of Biafra is a sovereign nation that was declared on November 29, 2024 in Latin Finland, when over 50 million Biafrans, through a self-referendum, has voted to exit Nigeria. That has been accomplished. That has been done. What we are doing now is protecting our land and creating our allies. And I want to tell Biafrans, while we are working to ensure that we protect our land, there are some agents of the Nigerian state in Biafra land that continue to undermine the new nation, our beautiful nation, which we are already building, the United States of Biafra. There is no other government. One leadership, headed by our leader, Nnamdi Kanu, our Prime Minister, Simon Ekpa, and my humble self, Dr. Rabwese. Anything outside this is fraud, and Biafrans have rejected that. So some of you can see the agents of the Nigerian state trying to fight our election, which is coming up on November the 4th, 2024. And the lockdown, voluntary lockdown of the whole Biafra land on November 8th by Biafrans. That lockdown will show those agents of Nigerian government that are pretending that they are Biafrans. The lockdown on November 8th will teach them a lesson they will never forget in their life. There are many lessons they are being taught every day. But this one, too, we will add it to the lesson they will learn, to know that the United States of Biafra is a sovereign nation with one leader, Onyedu Nnamdi Kanu, one prime minister, and one deputy prime minister, Dr. Orabweze, who is at this point in charge of the whole Biafra land. The whole Biafra land, 98% of Biafra supports the leadership of the United States of Biafra government. Take it to the bank. Anyone telling you anything different is the agent of the Nigerian state. Take it to the bank. No other leadership. So these Nigerian agents may come in different ways. And Biafrans, I want you to watch out for them. They can come in different formats. One of them actually went to show the old picture of Onyedu Nnamdi Kanu during the last court hearing, saying that Nnamdi Kanu said, let me tell you, Biafrans and the world, Onyedu Nnamdi Kanu supports Dr. Orabweze 100%. Everything I do in this leadership is supported 100% by Onyedu Nnamdi Kanu, supported 100% by our Prime Minister, Simon Ekpa. Take it to the banks.
Yes.
I'm telling you, that is a fact. The distractors you see fighting the USB cabinet and fighting Dr. Orabweze are the same people that we are fighting Onyedu Nnamdi Kanu, the same people that we are fighting Simon Ekpa. Do that equation. Nothing more, nothing less. Onyedu Nnamdi Kanu is fully aware of what Dr. Orabweze is doing. Onyedu Nnamdi Kanu supports 100% of what Dr. Orabweze is doing. Do not let anyone deceive you. I want to use this opportunity to remember our Prime Minister, His Excellency, Ekpa Simon Ekpa, who in the same manner, for the same reason, was taken by Finland. Just because he objects to the killing of Christians in Nigeria, the killing of Christians in Biafra land. But the Nigerian terrorist state, Tinubu and Christopher Musa colluded with Alexander Starr to take him, thinking that will stop Biafra. They failed. The United States of Biafra has been declared. Nothing will stop. The protection, we will remove everything, Tinubu, everything Christopher Musa, everything Nigeria must leave Biafra land. They must leave Biafra land, starting with this election coming up on November the 4th. For the state of Ikemba, the state of Odumegwu, and the state of Omambala, we will take over the old Anambra state. Biafrans, we have taken over, I'm telling you, step by step, state by state, starting with the state of the old Anambra state. After November the 8th, the state of Ikemba, Odumegwu, and Omambala will be fully functional and active. There will be nothing like old Anambra state anymore. Biafrans will take over the old Anambra state after November the 8th. You will hear the sound of music. I'm promising you. So Biafrans, get ready. Get ready. We've taken over our first old state of Nigeria. We've taken it over after November the 8th. I'm telling you. So our Prime Minister, we adore you. You are our hero. Let no one be moved. Let no one be confused. Our Prime Minister, Simon Ekpa, is a noble Biafran man, noble leader of Biafrans. Over 80 million Biafrans adore him. He is our hero. Christopher Musa and Tinubu can fight all they want. They win. They've already failed. Nigeria is already a failed state. No one can stop this failure. And we tell our Prime Minister, Simon Ekpa, to be strong, to be resolute, do not be moved. For that which you seek, we already got. We got it. We are tying it up. Do not be moved. Nigeria must leave Biafra land. Currently, they are forcefully occupying our land. I am telling you, Biafrans will continue to defend our land, defend our people, and we will make Nigeria leave Biafra land, whether they like it or not. They must leave our land.
Happy Monday to you all, my wonderfully made Biafran brothers and sisters. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending on your location, where you are hearing me from. Well, you have heard from the horse's mouth, Dr. Ngozi Orabweze, the Deputy Prime Minister of Biafra government, saying things the way they are, lambasting the so-called Zoo Senate President GODSWIL Akpabio, who are born to remain perpetually in jail all his life as a criminal, as a money launderer, and also as a killer. GODSWIL Akpabio is working with Asari Dokubo, buying the Biafrans. You can as well come out, you can as well understand what is really happening, the kind of game they are trying to play. They want to set the Biafra land on fire. In fact, they want to set us all up. Under the same APC government, Uzodinjo came out on 2 or 3 different occasions, both in church, on and another public gathering. Both the one he give a kind of a press briefing in State House, Owerri, telling the whole world, not Nigerians, telling the whole world that anything that got to do with killings, because Imo State now is another Bruno in Biafra land. Imo State is another Bruno in Biafra land, telling the whole world that Biafrans, Nnamdi Kanu, Simon Ekpa, whoever, have no hands in the killings that is happening in Imo State. Yet, another APC who feel that he have more power than the governor of a state, then come out to rubbish what Uzodinma said. The same APC government, you can see how they are contradicting themselves, and you can see how they are manipulating the general public and also the world. Then telling the whole world, including America, that is going to go there to bring them to their toes, that the people who are killing Christians in Nigeria are not bandits, they are not terrorists, they are not Boko Haram. He said they are IPOB. So that means IPOB are the one who have transferred themselves from southeast to Kwara, to Plateau, to Kogi, to Benue, Brunu, Adamawa, Southern Kaduna, Sokoto, Kebbi State. All these states that have high rate of killings. So I don't know how Biafrans have already transferred themselves, or rather transcended, or rather they have upgraded into going to the whole zoo called Nigeria and attacking people and killing people. You people can as well agree with me that look at where we have gotten ourselves into. The people who supposed to defend the integrity of the Biafra, or rather, of the old Eastern region, because when we talk about old Eastern region, if they say Nigeria should go back to the regional government the way it used to be in the 1920s, 1930s, 1940s, or 1950s, this Akpabio will also be under the same old Eastern region, which is the Biafra land. We are agitating for the release of Martin Nnamdi Kanu. Nobody, the non-others who are fighting that are only on Twitter. They are just hired APC talks. Not anyone have come out openly to say no, Martin Nnamdi Kanu should not be released. But Chukwumacha Soludo don't give a press statement that Martin Nnamdi Kanu should not be released. Do you know why? Because of next month is his re-election. The same thing Uzodinma did when they want to release Martin Nnamdi Kanu. They said, okay, after Imo State election, another election, by-election is around the corner. And then so if you are hoping for Martin Nnamdi Kanu to be released, even if they march to Asoroku, inside Asoroku, Chukwumacha Soludo have already pledged his allegiance to APC, that everything that has to do with APC is his calling. The only governor now that they are trying to seduce to join them in that their court called APC is Alex Oti. The one of Enugu State have been lost already. He have headed to APC. People who supposed to be worried about the impending doom that Adolf Hitler kind of government is what is coming to Nigeria. Nobody will believe that. Tinubu cannot do it. He only do it in Lagos. Capture Lagos for how many years? He cannot do it in Nigeria. My brother, all indices have been put in place. All the whole senators, you know how many senators they have? 109 senators. Out of 109 senators of the Zoo Republic of Nigeria, 79 to 80 now don't become all APC. Initially, they were like 50-something. All other parties now have collapsed their structure, joining APC. That is one party state. It is just like a form of, military ruling. And the same Tinubu who are coercing all these people, when they ask, they say people have the freedom of choice to join where they are. Overnight, undernight, they are going underground, forcing you. It's either you join APC or nothing for you. But they say Tinubu fought for democracy. But that's the democracy you fought for. You are now collapsing the democracy to become a dictatorship. People supposed to be worried about this, but they are not. It's only Mazen Nnamdi Kanu that come out and open their eyes now, and everybody now will begin to reason like a human being. That was why they caged Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. And they are still going to use Mazen Nnamdi Kanu as a bet to win 2027 election. I am not a kind of wishing Mazen Nnamdi Kanu that he should remain there until 2027. But my brother, the whole indices is in place. The governors that tell you they are fighting for Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is on the ground now. So they have called them out, including our religious leaders, all our Igwes. Let me see what they're going to do. Since they don't have say of their own simply because of politics, simply because of power. Now, another person from another tribe is now the one telling them what they need to do in the case of their own son, their own brother, their own uncle, their own father, and their own relative. Look at the way to go about it. Nobody protested for Igboho to be released. Nobody protested for Bello Badejo, the Mieti Allah Kotoeho president, who they found catch of arms on his possession on the time of arrest for terrorism. No any idiot on social media will ever mention that because they are afraid to mention Fulani or Hausa. But when it comes to Igbo matter, it becomes a caricature. If you go online, if I read what somebody is writing, calling you names, every Igbo man supposed to wake up and fight for the Biafran freedom. I swear to God. Every Igbo man supposed to wake up. APC has sponsored more than 5 million Yoruba bastard Hausas and even including our Igbos, influencers, to be writing rubbish about Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, about the Igbos, about IPOB. In fact, everything that got to do with separation in Nigeria, they are fighting against it. They have been paid over 5 million. Imagine 5 million. Each of them is going to have more than one account on X. Because X now goes viral more than Facebook, TikTok, or every other platform or IG. Then our all follow Igbos. Quick voice have been circulating. Everybody have to be on their home. Don't open shop that day on 20th of let it be nationwide, including people that are in the abroad. Close down your shop. You see that day, all of them will open shop and tell you nothing concern me, nothing concern me. The same people who are saying nothing concern me in Lagos, their business, all of them, they labor from year one until the final year of their life when they're supposed to retire, to enjoy what they have labored for. Lagos state government will come, demolish their shop, demolish their houses, even demolish their warehouse, and they remain empty-handed. When you tell them to do the needful, let Biafrans win on where. No, they will tell you not concern me because they never killed any of his brother or any of his sister by terrorist Nigerian army. But directly or indirectly, they are paying the price for being an Igbo. Because as long as you're an Igbo, whether you admit you are an IPOB or not, my brother, you are an IPOB, directly or indirectly. And that is the way they are going to treat you. Policeman will meet you on checkpoint. Whether you wear Biafran flag, as long as your name bears an Igbo, my brother, you automatically become a terrorist for no reason. You automatically become a threat for no reason. It's either they gun you down there, or they will kidnap you right from that spot and order driver to go wherever he's going and never to mention that case to anybody. That is the irony of life. And our fellow Igbos, everybody are enjoying their life because you are doing well in your business wherever you find yourself, not in Igbo land. And at the end of it all, they will still demolish your shop and render you useless. It's teaching time. Will not only serve 9, but it's going to serve 10 and more than 10. So have a nice day, my wonderful people. Today is Monday. It shall be well with all of us in this new week. My prayer for all of us is that this new week, something tangible must surely happen in our different lives. If I watch this video to this end, I know that you love me and you so much believe in what I'm doing. Despite the fact that there must be differences, there must be gaps on some broadcasts, on published videos or live videos. But notwithstanding, my brother, we are all learners, or rather we are pencils in the hand of the Almighty Creator. Nobody ceases to learn. This life we are living is just like a university. The day you graduated is the day you say no. In fact, that day you have said no to everything. You cannot eat, you cannot drink. In fact, you are went to sleep, everlasting sleep that will never come back again. That is to say, man, don't buy. That is when you have graduated from this life. So we are all learners. So if I made mistake in any of my publications, then my brother, take it as part of the mistake we are making as a living being. Even you can as well make mistakes. May God Almighty continue to bless you, prosper you, and meet you at your point of your need. In anything that you do, anywhere you go, in anything you lay your hands, my brother, favor, prosperity, open doors, and moreover, above all, God infinite mercy must surely be upon you and your entire household. If you believe this, let me hear a louder amen at the comment section. Catch you next time.